trainers mess their horses up by being incongruent with what they're doing in their body and what they want from their horse. Easy example, I keep going back to the basic of leading. I see it driving down the road of guys riding the Polo sets, and they're just dragging. You meet a groom that leads a hard set and their arms are out to here. By taking a few minutes early in the season, or even starting a week before you're legging up your horses and teaching your horse to come off of pole pressure, you'd have a much softer and much more responsive horse. Additionally, after the heat of the game, when you've needed that horse to be right there to do something, take 2 seconds to 2 minutes to reschool that element that didn't work. The other day I was at a polo game. I watched a guy who had no brakes on his horse continue to have no brakes and no brakes. The horse wouldn't stop. The horse kept turning back to the trailer. Sure enough, the horse galloped off the field to the trailer. He got him back. He continued playing, but he kept pulling harder and harder and whacking the horse on the neck, yanking and whacking. And I kept watching this horse going, oh, well, you're pulling and then you're hitting and then I'm going and then you're letting go of the reins as you readjust them. You must want me to go faster. Well, he played about 30 seconds longer and that horse took off down the field past the trailers, down the road. And the team kept playing with their 3 players. So he came back. It took him about 15 minutes. He had to get off the horse, lead him back, and I'm not sure what happened after that. But very simply, as those brakes broke, if he had 2 choices there. To try to fix it in the game, okay, my horse doesn't stop, I better get stop and then release, rub, and go on, or flag your groom and trade your horse out. After the game is over, get your groom or yourself to fix that one problem that was the problem, which was no brakes. And it's very simply done by asking the horse to go, leave him alone for a stride or 2, and then slowly increase the pressure on the mouth, stop with your body. Whatever your communication to your horse is to stop, try that. Gradually increasing the pressure until there is release, then let go of the reins, release. When you get home after the game, if that horse did not understand stop, go back and work on that. Start with the patience game if you have the time and inclination. Or back up to a piece of equipment that is a little less complex, meaning the running reins and all of that. Go back to a simple training piece of equipment, be it a simple snaffle, and get that horse to get just a little bit softer on pressure. You can dissect it all the way down to one side of the horse versus the other. Oftentimes when the stop breaks, it is usually one hindquarter or the other that has refused to disengage. And it doesn't take but a few seconds to sort that out. In my work with Team USPA, those are the kind of skill sets I'm teaching these kids to work with to understand how the go works, which is number 1, how the brakes work, which is number 2, and how to get shoulders yielding and out of the way, which is number 3.